In this section, we are going to discuss on when to use what kind of statistical analysis. Since we have been living in this analytical world in the current scenario, everyone speaks about statistics and techniques. Even non-statistician speaks more about statistics than statistics people. Now, very simple understanding on when to use what kind of technique here is. The fundamental of statistics come from these three. That is what we can call as mean, median, mode, or central tendency measures. And this is based on what type of scale we are using or a scale of measurement. Normally, when you say a scale of measurement is a continuous or measure, we'll go by mean. And if the scale of measurement is categorical, then we'll go by mode. When the scale of measurement is categorical in the form of ordinal, then we can go by median base or a rank based method. So when you say t-test, ANOVA, Pearson correlation, this all a mean based method. So if you have a x-axis as a 2 group and y-axis as a measure, then we can use a t-test. A similar way, when you have a x-axis with more than 2 groups, then y-axis is a measure or continuous variable, then we can use a one-way ANOVA. And Pearson R stand for correlation, and where both variable should be continuous, but it is based on mean, then we can use a Pearson R. Okay. In a similar way, all this test has got one distribution has to be followed as a normal distribution, but sometimes we may not get a normal distribution. Then we can switch over a kind of a contemporary techniques of t-test, ANOVA, and Pearson is what we can call as MW stand for Mann-Whitney test, and instead of ANOVA I can go for KS test, and Pearson R here as Spearman R. But provided the given data in the form of rank, or if it is not following the normal distribution, it is based on median, then we can do this kind of test. Then if the data is based on mode, or what we can call as a simple count, if two variables or if two attributes are categorical, we can use a chi-square and z proportion. The only difference here is a z proportion may not take more than two level of variables. So if it is having more than 2 level of variable, then it has to do multiple z proportion. But in terms of a chi-square, one chi-square is sufficient. And going to next level, something called a correlation based method. So the given data is a raw data. We'll convert this raw data into form of correlation or a covariance matrix. Then we can apply a technique like EFA, CFA, and SEM. And especially for covariance based matrix, CFA and SEM is a more suitable technique if you want to test or build the model based on a strong theory. And if you want to just mere reduce the data and seeing some pattern out of that, then we can use a EFA or exploratory factor analysis. And other way we can use a PCA also. And if the data come as a raw data and converting into distance based data, and we want to find out some kind of pattern in terms of segmentation, then we can use a k-means cluster analysis. So this is how when to use what kind of statistical technique, from understanding from raw data to base statistics to the ultimate statistical tests.